I think it's a failure.
Just came up with that? You just came up.
Dude, that was
I just had that thought when we were
That was
talking
like one
about
of the
this. I was
better
like,
ones we've ever had. And you just did that right there. Yeah.
Also, shout out to Angel Reese for
whatever she's up to.
for mimicking her game after Michael Jordan. Eh?
Oh my God, I saw that. I was waiting for it.
Oh, damn it!
Was that not what you were looking for?
Oh,
No, that was
really?
It's not terrible.
The clone you're
Specify.
clearing your throat into a.
Sounded like your friend Jim Nance there.
That was.
Hello, friends.
Should we just wrap it up? Should we just call it a week? We'll see the Juice
That's
Junkies
the
next
show.
week.
Play the outro
Thanks.
music. Later, losers.
Damn it. Welcome to the Juice Boys Show, guys. Three brothers in law in the entire world, which I thought about on a poop this morning, which means the entire universe. The only podcast, the entire
that
universe.
we know of.
Yeah, I mean,
That we know of, run by
I
three
don't know if
brothers.
extraterrestrial life has podcasts, but you know.
And if they do,
Yeah.
four brothers. The odds are with us, guys. Welcome to Juice Junkies, episode 92. We love you. Thanks for joining. Whoever you're listening, wherever you're listening. Shows drop every Friday. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the fun piece of sports content. Guys.
God, you're getting good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You are getting really
You
good
just
at
crushed that.
I think after 2 years that.
You
We
think
are a
like,
testament.
It
If you
took
do
you
something.
starting a podcast to learn how to read, and I'm so proud of you.
Hey, I actually didn't read any of that. That was all from memory.
Oh, then I take that back.
Anyways.
Okay, anyway, what's up?
What's going on? Let's talk sports.
We
buddy.
got the third turn. I'm the third turn. We got Juice Boy Joe, the Mr. Pulp Pelletier. Oh, Joe, what are we drinking, buddy?
So I'm trying to go back to local beers for the summer, and this is one that caught my eye today, and I got so excited and giddy I had to buy it for the show. The Dry Dock Apricot Blonde, Dry Dock Brewing from Aurora, Colorado, is one of my favorite beers ever.
Okay.
And I saw this today and had a freak out. Hopricot IPA.
Oh,
Chris, do you
Oh,
see what they did there?
That's got to be heaven.
Oh, baby. And it is. And I bought it today and it's already halfway gone. And because it is good. I brought an extra one for the show.
We double
I got
fisted.
double. But Hopricot IPA, if we could ever get a sponsor from a brewery, I love Dry Dock out in Aurora. Thank you. It's delicious. The goat shit is still there. I shit you not.
Cool.
Still there. Goat shit check-in. It's still a week going on week 2 of 12 collective feet of goat shit across from my driveway. I filed a complaint, so I'll let you know.
You
how
did?
It goes. Oh, I
With
did.
the city, with the neighbor, with the
county, with the county, and with the Department of Health, and with
Department of Health.
Dude,
They got one up there.
That's smart.
It's feces. That breathing in goat poop, dude.
The freshest air in the whole country, and Joey lives up in the mountains for those that don't know, but yeah. He's got the freshest air in the country, and he's sniffing goat shit all the time.
And it's the freshest air in the country within a 50-foot radius of my property. It's just right there. Because
He's got neighbors down the street who's living the dream, the
for
best air in the world.
Yeah, everybody else is fine. It's just right there.
Yeah, the
worst
entire
time.
rest of the neighborhood has no idea this is going on, and you were just fighting your own Cold War.
And
Oh, they do
Joey's
know what's going on, and they just say they just apologize, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I'm like, "Oh, help me!
do something
Help me
about the
with
shit.
goats." Oh.
Juice Junkie, should we get a GoFundMe for? I got what would be a shovel for Joe? What would the legal fees?
I don't
These
like 'em in
junkies
court,
fun to purchase Joey nose plugs.
Yeah, I might.
just
We
our
might be
air
actually get that.
fresheners.
Or air fresheners. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
just
get you
a
fresh
billboard to
pine,
put
so
on
it's,
my-
so it's as if it never happened.
Yeah. Chris, you got
Billboard
any?
to put on my property that says "clean up your shit"? That'd be
I'm
nice.
just
I'd have to look at
wondering
that.
why there's piles of shit. Like they
You
just
tried
decided.
like going and talking to these people and be like, "Hey, this is a fucking problem, friends."
I think she knows that we're mad because every time that the goat gets fed is when we're not here, and I just never see her. But,
so it would honestly be
So
better
I'm
if the
hearing
goat.
no, you haven't talked to them about it.
You
oh,
haven't
not
confronted.
not in the past week. No, I've not seen.
Wouldn't it be better if the shit was just on the dirt, like spread out? But they decided
That's
to.
what it was, but it was like 4 feet deep, and so they had to dig it all into the corners of the property. And now, oh my lord!
I was going to ask if we should come up the next weeks, but yeah, maybe not coming up until that goat shit's figured out. So
Be
we're
up
not
there
going to.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually we will
freezes.
all be up there.
Once it freezes, once you got a shitsicle,
There we go. We
I'm
might
fine
be up.
with that.
Yeah. Chris, can you beat goat shit for the second week in a row? Nothing?
No, I mean, I'm a little bummed we're recording tonight. Like, had we waited 24 hours, I would be on heavy levels of opiates, and God only knows what sort of things I'd have to say.
Yeah. That you're really a real missed opportunity there.
Yeah, real swing and a miss by the Juice Boys here, boys.
Yeah. Well,
Why?
Yeah, well, I guess why are you on opioids?
Recreational.
It just feels like a Wednesday.
Just yeah. How do you spend your Wednesday?
Wednesdays for
This summer.
mescaline. All right, and then
Goat shit and opiates. That's the Joe Linehan way, I thought.
That's right.
Gosh, Chris is getting surgery. We wish him well. He is not just
you
going to be
ruined it.
on opioids the whole next week. He is going to, but there's an actual medical reason for him to be on that, on another level of bliss.
You didn't let him say it?
Well, he was gonna.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like he
my
wasn't gonna
business,
say it
my
till the
boy.
end. He was.
No, I wasn't going to say it at all. I was just going to
Yeah.
let people be uncertain
Think
about
about-
the reason that I'm going to be on a lot of opiates tomorrow.
Did podcasts? Do they have
seemed
HIPAA
more fun
laws?
to me.
Did I break HIPAA? Is that a HIPAA thing?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You just did without his
Yeah.
permission. You're
Once
going
the
to
health
jail.
department gets back to Joey, they're hearing from me on you breaking the law.
We better get an HR. All right. I'm drinking. What am I drinking? Damn it. Oh, Bullet Old Fashioned that Chris got me. That was in next to the really nice wine that I completely forgot about. But Bullet
welcome.
Old Fashioned's not like, it's a daily drinker.
Didn't
so,
I get you that like Christmas before
I think
last?
so. Yeah, I think so. I think I moved
How
this.
long? No, if it's just in the
well-aged.
bottle, even if it's open, will this still last forever?
I didn't open it until now.
I
so.
don't know. Yeah, okay. You
Yeah.
didn't open it, then it would.
No.
You'd be fine.
Let's jump into sports soccer real quick. We got a squeeze of the week. We
Okay.
got our big tot, little stat of the day to wrap us up. Joey's veins are popping already, so stay tuned for the big top of the day. I can't believe it. NBA Finals is over. SGA takes it home. Halliburton pops an Achilles across the court. I think it was at the beginning of the first quarter. Oh gosh,
Yeah, it was
game
like
was
a half
over.
playing first.
He was playing really well. And I think we need to start this with Chris maybe eating some crow here and saying that they were not going to win that game when me and Cody picked that they were going to win game 6 and push it to game 7. And then exactly what I said would happened in game 7. SGA became the hero. And it was exactly the same thing that happened against the Nuggets. Interesting thing I saw today, or like at the power rankings the day after the season, right? Who is projected number 1, number 2, blah, 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 with all these injuries, with Halliburton going out, with Damian Lillard going out. And there was one more other huge one with Achilles this postseason. Jason Tatum. When Jason Tatum goes out, like, who the hell is going to win the East next year? I mean, with all those guys out, my God. All right, so guess who they have number 2? Number 2 in power rankings.
Joel Embiid.
The Denver freaking Nuggets. All right, they have
Not the
them
Sixers.
number 2. They have them number 2 because they took them to
Not
7.
the
They
Magic and
played-
Desmond Bain.
Desmond, they're in the top 10 right now because of how bad the East is. All right, but it's just that pisses me off even more. The Nugget, it just proves that whoever won that series was going to win it all. Halliburton going out, that was awful. Everybody like that just sucks because they Pacers still even had a lead at halftime. And so it's just
they kept it
yeah.
close to the best of their abilities until the fourth, and then it just blew wide open.
Yeah. And so it's just like now everyone's saying, should you have let Halliburton play? It's like it's game 7 of the
you kidding me?
NBA Finals. The Pacers have never won before.
Yeah.
He had a good, solid 25 minutes, whatever he played in game 6, and he was a spark for them in that game. TJ McConnell was a freak, all right? And that guy, I love watching that guy play basketball. But it's just, it's such a shame. It's such a shame to see that happen, especially the same thing that happened to Odell. Let's hope he has a better bounce back because Odell looked like he was back when that happened in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He was killing it. Never got it back. So Halliburton, that's all he needed because he's been an all pro. He's been an all-star. He's got the Olympic medal. That's like all he needs is the championship, and put him out there, even if that did cost him next season.
Well, and when you talk about the risk for that, you're not thinking Achilles. You're like, oh, if I break my leg, I'll be back by Christmas. Not literally the one injury you couldn't have was the one that runs up your calf.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Everything else he could have recovered over the summer. Ugh.
Yeah,
But congrats to the Thunder, though. They were the best team all year. They took care of business. They weren't the most
Free throw
fun.
merchants.
Free throw merchants. I think he had more. SG had more more free throws in the playoffs than Halliburton had like all season. Something
did.
just nuts. which is more on the NBA and the reffing, but good for.
He scored 29 points and you made 8 shots. It's like, oh, all right. So that's just his game. That's just how he plays. You can't take it away from him. Season MVP, Finals MVP.
A great year, perfect season.
The scoring champion, 68 wins. It's going to be historic. I mean, it's incredible, but Jokic still should have won. And it pisses me off now because they're the second youngest team to ever win a title. All right. And
they won it fairly easily.
Their future looks real strong. All right. This draft, they have 2 first-round picks this draft. Next year, they have 3 first-round picks. All right.
Was it Paul George still? Are we still on the Paul George trade?
On the Paul George trade.
Oh, my gosh. What are we doing?
2027, they have 2 first-round picks and 2 seconds.
What?
Right? I'm serious. In 2028, they have 3 seconds.
With depth.
29, they have 2 firsts. And 5 second-round picks in 2029.
What are we doing? Right? Who else did they trade that I'm forgetting?
No,
was it the KD trade too?
And Westbrook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Westbrook. So like they set it up where they got 11 first-round picks from those 2 trades. And remember, they got Chet, and Chet sat out a year. So they were able to get Chet and then get another really high draft pick where they got J-Dub. And it's just like, oh my God, this team is potentially, I mean, they can go out and they could trade for whoever the hell they wanted, or keep doing what they're doing and just draft and build up a team that nobody can beat. I mean, it's just it's remarkable. They're gonna have to pay them all eventually, but I mean, just right now, this is
that's fair.
Yeah.
But you can go over the luxury tax as the Warriors did. They paid hundreds of millions over the luxury tax, but OKC doesn't strike.
They're also
San Francisco.
The Warriors are like the top 5 most wealthy franchise in sports.
Right, exactly.
Right? The Thunder are not.
Not so much.
No, not so much. Congrats to the Thunder. Now we only have baseball guys, so it's gonna get real hot shows coming up. Let's hit on the Lakers. Right after we stopped recording last week, the Lakers apparently sold for $10 billion.
What the hell happened? I didn't know that was even on the radar.
The Buss family is out. I guess they have a minority stake, probably like board seats and stuff, but Jeannie Buss and the family have a price.
Cashed out, and they are out the door.
It was $10 billion. I think Dr. Jerry Buss, who wasn't a doctor, isn't that like the whole thing? He wasn't actually.
I don't think he
didn't just call himself a doctor. I don't think he actually was. But bought the team in the late 60s for like $60 million.
Yeah, so I don't even think it was even that much, dude.
Yeah. Chris, can you run the ROI on?
Yes, he was a doctor.
$63 million. Oh, he was.
He had a doctorate in physical chemistry.
High.
In physical chemistry.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'll give him that. I'll give you. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I take it back. I take it back.
A little overqualified.
I'd say so. The ROI was pretty damn high. $10 billion. Should they have done it? What does this mean for the league? The guy who bought it is the Dodgers owner. Damn, this guy's got deep pockets. He owns.
Seriously,
who's he own?
Made of money.
The Lakers, the LA Sparks, the Dodgers, and $1 billion in deferred payments. And then
how's he ever going to do
like
that?
Chelsea FC or something? He's got one of the overseas soccer teams too. Right move, wrong move. God bless the Buss fan. What do you think?
How is it a bad move? If you have the money, you buy the Lakers. I mean, it's just like
100%.
Yeah, and you know what's insane? This is 5 times more money than he bought the Dodgers for. He bought the Dodgers for $2 billion. All right, the Lakers
pennies.
The Lakers $10 billion. However, the Lakers are Showtime Lakers. They are everything, which makes you wonder why the hell are the Busses selling? This is money, just a money-making machine.
It's a money printing machine. Yeah, I don't get it.
It's just
but I'll give you 10 billion reasons why that.
That is one reason. The other reason is they suck, and they're gonna suck for a long time. Who do they have right now? I mean, they have Luka and LeBron. When LeBron's gone, they have Luka, and that's it. They have Bronny, baby. He's gonna save them. So they got Luka, and then they saw the writing on the wall, and they had Luka in that room. Rob Pelinka tried to pull that off and be like, "We're gonna save the Lakers." Jeannie Buss is like, I think I'm out. And if someone wants to give me $10 billion, I'm definitely out. Because I mean, it's just they're not going to contend.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, they're not going to contend. It's like, I mean, Luka I think his best shot was a couple of years ago, and I just don't think he's ever going to mesh with LeBron, and it's just going to be a nightmare.
I mean, LeBron's like 48 years old.
Yeah, and so there's going to be his team, but then who else? They don't have anybody. They traded away all their picks. They traded away everybody. They can't rebuild. And so it's just they got a bunch of dead money, especially going to LeBron, and it's going to be tough.
Chris, what global brand would you want to buy? The Lakers, Cowboys, or Yankees? What's the one globe? And they're all very well in the world sports market. Is the Lakers the top asset out
Give me
there?
the Cowboys just so that I'm in a leveraged position to tell Jerry Jones to shove it.
Okay.
If for no other
really
purpose,
Zero reason why.
then to just use that as a podium to just constantly be like, I know my predecessor was a massive racist dipshit. We're going to do things differently.
A little bit different here. And you might win because the opposite is.
I mean,
we're
going to be real quick to be back to being America's team because people are going to be like, I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So you're saying Cowboys number 1 valued sports brand over the Lakers?
Personal value. I'm going to have the most fun with that.
Okay.
Versus there's nothing I'm going to do that's going to be a bigger ego-driven shit show than what Jerry Jones has done. Versus like the Lakers and the Yankees, there are expectations there. And I want to live up to expectations. I want that bar nice and low. I might trip over it, but I'm getting over it.
Okay. Joe, Lakers? What do you think? Yankees?
I mean, Yankees maybe, but baseball just doesn't have the same fan power anymore that it used to. I think
but it has the volume of games.
Yankees
That's
are
only
the best name in sports for that because they've been around for the longest. But you really want to talk about making money, and I don't understand how the Lakers are worth $10 billion. They don't own Crypto.com; they lease it. So it's like when
the
you're
stadium,
buying,
not the business. They don't own a piece of real estate that they play.
They don't own it. So what are you?
You bought the brand.
You bought the name.
That's it.
For
That's
$10
literally
billion. You buy the Cowboys. Everything they have out there. It's why it's so far outside of Dallas and Irving, California, or Frisco, or the hell it is because they own all of it. It's like 100-acre plot that he owns all of it. The practice facilities are there and everything.
True. There's apartments around it. Yeah.
And that's why the Patriots are so valuable too, because they own all of that. Patriot Place is all owned by the Patriots. All of the real estate. So, I mean, it's just, and the Broncos are going to do that here soon. You see, the Broncos are going to build a stadium downtown. They just bought this industrial complex and they're going to own all of it. And so it's just like, that's how you're going to really make the money. So yeah, I think just because now say what you want about Jerry as the runner of the Cowboys, but that dude is a good business owner.
That guy make money.
He makes money.
He makes money.
He makes
I will
money.
be less good at that.
Okay, well, fair enough.
But I will be great at talking shit on Jerry Jones.
Oh, so long to the Lakers. We'll see you down the road. If you're ever
nuts.
relevant again, we'll
Just
find
nuts.
out. Let's wrap up, guys, with who were you more surprised with? Tommy Fleetwood blowing it in the last PGA tournament, or Aaron Rodgers announcing it's his last year and he's retiring at the age of, was he 41? What's your favorite story there?
Favorite story?
Favorite story?
Which
Yeah.
one was
What are we more
surprised at?
surprised
What are you most
by?
surprised at? What brings
You can set your watch by both Tommy Fleetwood
okay.
choking on American soil
dude.
and Aaron Rodgers just talking out his ass on the Pat McAfee show and just like trying to get people to talk about him, knowing that like he's not done anything.
No.
He's not. He in no way, shape, or form does he now feel like he's more likely to retire than he was 12 hours ago before he said
the
that.
markets didn't move?
Give a shit. Yeah, he does not give a shit. He's just making things up so people are talking about him. And so neither one of these things were surprising at all. I was heartbroken for Tommy Fleetwood. I love him as a
Yes.
golfer.
I think we all do. Fan favorite.
Dude, like I was rooting for him all day, and for him to blow it on 18, terrible.
Yeah, it's just awful. And that guy, he has such a early Phil Mickelson vibe to him, where Fleetwood is always right there.
He's always
Just
around.
cannot-
Always around.
Just cannot pull it off. Just cannot get over the hump. And it's hard. It's hard to see. Something that pissed me off today about Aaron Rodgers. I was watching Get Up this morning, and they presented the question, this is going to be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. And the panel actually laughed. And I was like, what has Aaron Rodgers done to make you think that he's going to improve this team dramatically? What has he done? All right. And so it's like he has not worked out with the team at all. He shows up at mini camp, whatever. I mean, it's just he's just going to come in and just know what to do on this new. I just don't understand this. And everybody's saying, well, Aaron Rodgers is there. How did
He was
that
he was at the Jets for
how did
happened.
that go? He
gives a
played
shit?
every game last year. How did that go? They had Devontae
Subpar.
Adams. They had these things. Like, how did that go?
back to Tommy Fleetwood. How many runner-ups has he had? I mean, he's never won in his whole career.
He's had, I think this is like
so
42nd time that he was in the top 10
Holy cow.
without a win.
I mean, you feel bad for him, but at the same time, he's a multi-millionaire for not winning. I mean, that's the weird thing about golf. There's a lot of people in the top 20 who's making plenty of money, and you never hear his name.
He's never
Oh,
won.
wow. I got that exactly on the button.
Yeah,
42 top
42.
10 finishes.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Tommy.
Like, he is so good. And like, I don't know if you two watched this past Sunday, but like, even the announcers are like, winning is not unknown to him. He's won twice on the DP World Tour this season alone. And so when the PGA Tour is off season, he goes and he plays international golf and he just dominates
Oh, interesting.
internationally.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of like international PGA players are doing. And so
like winter ball
while
in
he's-
baseball.
Yeah, while he's at these DP World Tour events, like a third of the competitors are like top names from the PGA Tour. Like he beat Rory McIlroy at a DP World Tour event earlier this season. So it's not like he's just, dropping down to AAA and beating the shit out of dudes. Like,
I just don't understand. I don't understand how he still is being competitive because his running up losses are just the biggest kick in the dicks. Like
this one might have broken his soul.
Right, the 2018 U.S. Open, second to Brooks Koepka. 2019 Open Championship, second to Shane Lowry. The 23 RBC Canadian Open, lost in the playoff to Nick Taylor, who sank a 72-foot eagle putt.
That's not even his
to
fault.
beat
Yeah.
him. I was like, oh my God. And then he just lost in the Travelers on the final hole to Keegan Bradley. It's just like this poor guy. Just,
And didn't just
heartbreaking.
lose to Keegan Bradley, hit his lag putt 3 inches behind Keegan Bradley's as well to go ahead and just give him the free line on the tournament winning putt. Like heartbreaking.
Tommy. Come vent on the show, Tommy. We know you listen.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
We'll help you out. Oh,
Talk
guys,
about my 105 I shot, and then you could talk about that.
with Big Birthday. Yeah. Guys, take a quick music break. Let's let Joey take a breath before he's got some thoughts. He's been teasing it in our group chat. Last
Mr.
week,
Miyagi hand slap.
Oh, Lordy. So stay tuned for this long music break. See you on the other side. Boom, boys. We're so back. Thanks for joining the Juice Boy Show. We love you guys. Squeeze of the week, your most outlandish take. Joey's freaking out. He's got a vein popping. We've had to hold him back for a few days now. Not sure what it could be about. Actually, he did tell us a little bit.
He's been
teasing.
he's been playing this up for a minute now.
All right, buddy. JoJo Linehan, take away Squeeze of the week.
All right, so to start this, the NBA is a crazy season layout, right? The finals ended. We're recording on Tuesday. The finals ended Sunday night. The draft is tomorrow. So by the time this comes out, Cooper Flagg will be the number 1 pick in the draft. That's 3 days. 3 days after the championship to the draft. So immediately, massive trade action has already been going on.
Yeah,
Right, teams have already been like completely transformed. Looks like the Celtics are tanking. They just traded away Drew Holiday. Looks like they're just going to just pack it in. We might see a Jalen Brown trade
And
here.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Maybe Porzingis. They might just get rid of all of it. They had their
just gonna
window.
go.
They got one.
He's already traded. It's done.
Oh, it's already gone. Where'd he go?
Yeah. He's out. There was like a 3-way trade between Atlanta, Boston, and at least Atlanta and Boston.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He went to the Hawks. Okay. So yeah, there we go. So they're tanking, and all of this craziness and all of this uncertainty comes down to one man and one man that has ruined basketball. And I have said this before, and I will die on this hill. And my thing this week is a rant of I hate Kevin Durant. All right, I hate Kevin Durant. The Durantula. Now I will give
Durant
you
rant.
that he is arguably the greatest pure scorer in basketball history. All right, arguably you can't say he's not. He's a 7-footer who can play like a guard. We've never seen anything like that. The guy in his career is averaging 27 points a game. All right, that is incredible. All right, however, Kevin Durant is the reason for all of this asinine player moving around, the ridiculous contracts, the super teams. I know LeBron James started it, all right, but Kevin Durant is one of the biggest piece of shit crybabies that I've ever seen in the history of sports.
Wow.
Right? Okay. Now, they put together, we're talking about Oklahoma City. They put together one of the greatest teams we've ever seen from the draft with getting Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. And they went to the finals. They were the second youngest team to ever go to the finals when they lost to LeBron and the Heat. All right. However, after that, what does he do? Instead of being what all the other greats before him were, and laid with his team and built them up and strived and won. He bitched his way out and got signed by Golden State and started the dynasty there, where he won 2 championships and 2 NBA finals. So now this puts Kevin Durant on this pedestal that he does not deserve. He is a one-time MVP. He's a one-time MVP. He won 2 championships because of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. It was not because of him, even though he won Finals MVP. It was because at that point they know, give him the ball, he's going to score. But he is not the reason that team was built. He's not the reason that team was a dynasty, and they won one without him. So what does that say about his effectiveness, like really on that team? All right. So now he blows out his Achilles. That sucks for him. But then that whole year he's gone. It is just massive frenzy. He's saying, I'm out. I got to get out of Golden State now. And then what does he do? He sets in motion what we are still talking about today, these actions that have created Paul George, that have created this super team that we're going to see now with the OKC Thunder. Because I want you guys to take a guess. In his last 3 trades, all right, now mind you, the other team is only getting 1 player in return. Guess how many players total have been exchanged directly for Kevin Durant? One guy for take a guess on how many
draft picks, right? That equals a player, like overall.
Yeah, a draft picks involve players. It's players with just Kevin Durant.
28.
I just said 20.
24 players. 20.
We both made the same guess. Cool, man. Yeah. Thanks.
24 players have been
Are you
traded.
sure it wasn't 28?
Are you sure?
No, it was 20.
You want to double check?
You guys
Sorry, we're dismantling your Kevin Durant rant.
You looked it up and it was 28.
No.
I counted it. It was 24. All right.
You're right.
However, now, okay, so 24 players for one guy.
Yeah.
For one guy. All right. In the Brooklyn Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets trade, they traded D'Angelo Russell and 2 other players for him. Seems okay because he had a bum Achilles. Then on the trade that got him to Phoenix, the Nets got Bridges, Cameron Johnson, 5 first-round picks.
Whoa.
5 first-round picks. 2 second-round picks for Kevin Durant. And what did they do during that time? What did they do during that time? Absolutely freaking nothing.
With Devin Booker too, they were loaded.
Then he gets traded, to Phoenix. He gets traded to Phoenix, and the exact same thing happens. During his 6 years away from Golden State, he's had 31 playoff games total. He's only played 274 games total. That works out to $1.3 million every game that he played for absolutely nothing.
Oh, Joe, deep.
For absolutely nothing.
We love statistics and the data.
So the reason why I get really pissed off is that on June 22nd, so on Sunday, right before Game 7, because Kevin Durant can't let anybody else have the fucking spotlight, he has to announce this trade. Kevin Durant is 37 years old. All right. Kevin Durant is coming off of the last 6 years where he averages missing 30 games a season.
Whoa.
And they traded Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, a first round, and 6 second-round picks.
What?
To bring in Kevin Durant.
So stupid.
Right.
6 second rounders.
That's like cartoonish.
Sure, why not? One of these guys would be something.
8 players for one guy, 37 years old. And Jalen Green is good. Jalen Green was the 2nd pick in the draft. Wow. All right, this kid is averaging last year 22-6, and he's only 24 years old. All right, so what are you doing, Houston? All right, this is the most absurd thing, and I don't get it. What has Kevin Durant done to prove that he can lead a team? What has he done to prove that he is a winner? What has he done to prove for his legacy other than he can score? He's going to go down in the same like legacy as Allen Iverson, a dude who could just ball and ball and ball, but could never get it done on his own. All right, and so it's just like it just.
I would put AI
Cody,
above him.
I probably would too.
AI,
But
he offered more. I think you're going with Carmelo Anthony. That's where you're.
Ooh, there we go. I like Carmelo.
That's
Although
a bullseye.
Kevin Durant's
No, but
That's solid.
the idea is like just a scoring machine. AI actually played defense, and he played every single minute of every single
played
game.
a lot of defense, but
So continue. Sorry, wrap
And
up
stepped
here.
over dudes.
He did.
so just right now we're going to see, and I just hate the talking heads saying that now Houston, because they were already the second seed last year, are going to be the immediate title contenders and everything like that. And it's just, no, they were a title contender because they were a young team. They didn't have superstars. They had Jalen Green. They had Amon Thompson. They had that Şengün, that phenomenal center that looks like mini Jokic. You're going to bring in Kevin Durant now. All you're going to do is play isolation basketball and try to pump him 32 points a game and freaking lose. It's a joke. So thank you, Kevin Durant, for going to Houston. That's another team I don't have to worry about now in the West. But Kevin Durant ruined basketball. I hate you.
Okay.
Is this a Moron Mountain or a squeeze or a?
I would say I'd put the
he's
Houston
just taking it
Rockets
out for a walk.
organization. Houston Rockets on organization, but this is just a bitch sesh. So yeah.
Wow, I don't.
Oh man.
As soon as he went to the Warriors, I was done with him forever.
That's it. Sold your soul,
Just a
man.
bitch move. And he's not going to have a
Soldier
legacy.
boys.
Like what? When he goes to the Hall of Fame, what jersey is he wearing? What team is he? Are you really going to name
his own face on the front.
Yeah, like
I could see
I
him doing
did it for me. I did it for me and
He'll
me
be
alone.
a TO. He'll be a TO. Just won't go. He'll watch it at his high school or something and just say, I don't care.
Joey. You okay? You feel better?
Wow.
I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty.
You're sweaty?
So he's sweaty. Feels like he took a long poop, and
There's
now
a
you're
lot of
relieved.
work. There's a lot
Chris,
of work.
any
Do you need
disagreements?
to go take a big deep breath of goat shit?
You need some fresh air. Oh, you can't do it. He can't do it.
Oh, you guys
sorry
are
to make
funny.
you sad.
Joey, if people like yourself want to submit their
Do you
squeeze.
mind if I just say F it and do one live?
Oh, you just had a thought?
Let's
I had some
go.
thoughts.
Okay.
I had some thoughts. We've been
Okay.
talking a lot about the NBA.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The NBA is 100% dropping the ball on one of the greatest eras in NBA history.
Yeah.
There is more parity in the NBA than I think in the entire history of its existence. And the NBA is
Any
like
sport.
the only thing we know how to do is market dynasties.
true.
When the Celtics were a dynasty, everything was Boston. Then all of a sudden it's Magic versus Larry Bird. Then all of a sudden it is all in on Michael Jordan, then Kobe Bryant, then LeBron James. And now all of a sudden for the last, 10, 12 years, we've had nothing but one and done champions, and a lot of them.
Seven in a row. Seven in a row.
And like outside of the Celtics, a lot of them being surprising, like small market teams. OKC winning
Denver,
their first
Toronto.
ever.
Yeah.
The
Milwaukee.
NBA is absolutely failing what should go down as one of the most iconic eras in its history right now. And that falls on the plate of our good friend of the show, Adam Silver, the Crypt Keeper.
Or the marketing team. Like they're just.
Well,
Whoever's
he
feeding
sits at the
ESPN
head,
notes.
Like you
Yeah.
have figured out a way to where all of a sudden
You achieved
the
it, yeah.
super team is dead. There's parity across your league, and your fans don't care.
All you
It
want to
is-
talk about is the Lakers.
The game is not growing because all you're doing is talking about these washed up former super teams, these washed up former superstars. Like, I guess washed up, not necessarily, but like in their twilights of their careers, rather than going, look at all of these young up and coming teams to where, yes, they have their superstars, but it's about the team cohesion. It's about the team culture. It's about building over time. We have no idea how to market that. So let's talk more about LeBron James. Let's talk more about Kevin Durant. Let's talk more about just the same old names that we've been beating to death for how many years now. I think it's a failure.
You just came up with that? You just came up.
Dude, that was
I
on
just
the
had that thought when we
that
were
was
talking
like one
about
of the
this. I was
better
like,
ones we've ever had. And you just did
good.
that right there. Yeah.
Yes,
Holy
sure
cow. Real rant heavy show, guys. Nailed
Yeah.
it. Nice job.
Great job.
I love it.
But
Joe,
once
if
again,
you
Hit the
just-
1-2
once
punch
again,
there,
just-
Joe.
Just once again, more NBA bashing.
That's
but,
true.
But we still watch it, and so it's just, yeah.
Also, shout out to Angel Reese for
Whatever she's up to.
for mimicking her game after Michael Jordan. Eh?
Oh my God, I saw that. I was waiting for it. That's what she said. She mimicked her game after
She's doing great, boys.
She's doing great. Joey, if people like yourself and Chris want to submit their squeeze of the week claim to shame, Moron Mountain, how do they do so?
Listeners, friends, juice junkies, you can submit your most outlandish sports take, Moron Mountain nominee claim to shame, or overall bitch that's like I just did by emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboyshow. If it has the pull, we'll read it on the show. Chris.
Yes, sir.
Metallica's on Friday. Oh, baby! Who's answering today's show?
And he's got to go to surgery. Going to kick him in the dick like that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Cool.
seems mean.
He'll be on a bed in
very
opioid. Oh my
It's
gosh.
very mean. Yeah,
I'll be at a one-man concert because I will be on drugs.
He'll be
Dark Side. Just put on Dark Side. You'll be
On the
all
dark side of the moon, turn the lights off. Let me just coast for a while. You know,
sky high.
right. Just get comfortably numb.
that's it. What were we talking about? Oh, today's
Sponsor
episode
today's
of the Juice Boys Show is brought to you by your high school classmate who's now in a pyramid scheme.
Oh shit.
My God, yes, I had several.
It's me, your old high school acquaintance, just reaching out to you out of the blue, pretending we used to be friends. I'm so excited to have randomly messaged you, so now I can pretend I'm interested in reconnecting. After wasting some of your time with a few pre-packaged questions and phoned-in responses, I'm happy to waste more of your time by telling you about an exciting business opportunity for you.
Oh yes.
Because I'm your high school classmate who's now in a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
I have been indoctrinated into a cult that's pretending to be a small business, and my entire personality is weirdly worded, preloaded, cult-written catchy phrases because I'm your high school classmate who's now in a pyramid scheme.
Yes. Make some money.
I definitely do not see the irony of trying to pretend I am rich and successful while begging people I haven't spoken to in 20 years to give me their money. Once again, all thanks to me being your high school classmate who's now in a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
Your high school classmate who's now in a pyramid scheme. Here to help you think a little better of your life choices by comparison.
Oh my gosh. What a good
I
friend.
had one show up, was trying to sell a vacuum. Was at my house for 3 hours.
Oh, I'm
trying to
so
sell
rude
this
to these
vacuum.
people.
And she went into my room and pulled back our sheets and was and vacuumed our mattress. I was like, get out of here. Don't go into our bedroom. It was, oh my God, we did not buy the vacuum.
Oh, I had a dude like
not buy
hit
the
me up
vacuum.
and be like, "What's up, bro? Haven't talked in a while." And oh yeah, also I just started this online marketing business. Block.
Yeah.
Just block. I don't give a shit.
Wait, Chris,
You
that
know
was me.
I blocked
That was
you.
me. You blocked. I'm in marketing. You blocked me. That was me. the
You
whole
just
time.
now
You're
figuring
already
this out?
established. It's not a new marketing venture. You are.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, now we're marketing their pyramid scheme. I guess we took the money. We're taking the money and run.
we did.
We did what we got to do. Yeah,
Hey,
we got to pay
they're
the bills
doing-
too.
They're doing great, and now we get to ride their coattails.
Yes, guys, our big topic of the day, our big potato, big starchy fella. You know what this one's called? God, we named this segment. It's called Who's Your Daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Okay. If Father's Day was a few weeks ago, shout out to all the daddies out there. We are going with find 2 athletes or teams in history who completely dominated another team or player, like just annihilated a long history
Oh yeah, it was just
Of just-
malfeasance.
of just destroying that other team or player dead, wanted nothing to do with them. There's so many things, there's so many situations, different sports, just different dominances through the eras. Joe, you want to start us off? Or do you need another breathe? You still need to breathe? We can
Oh,
let
no,
Chris start?
I don't need a breather. I've got a couple here. You know, I'm just gonna do my first one because I've mentioned this several times. I won't go
Oh,
into depth about
shit.
it.
Make it quick.
Tom Brady was
All right,
33
go make a
and 3.
sandwich, listener.
Tom Brady was 33-3 against the Bills. All right. And so just like the talk about overall ass kicking domination. I've already talked about enough. We won't go there. All right. So now we were just talking about NBA.
Wait. That was your pick. We're moving on.
We talked about it several times. I'm not.
You're going to
picking that.
sprinkle? Hold on there a
A
second.
little Salt Bay. A little
You're going to
Bay.
salt? Okay.
No, you made your pick. You made the pick. Move on.
Move on.
All right, so now the Lakers.
Wait, what?
as we're talking
Cut
about, I'm
all
moving
of
on.
that out,
Okay,
McCoy.
I'm moving on now. So the Lakers have been LA's team like forever. All right, people don't really realize why they're called the Lakers because they're from Minneapolis originally. Because there's no lakes in LA. All right, now
No, there's not.
the Clippers were not originally in LA either. They were in San Diego. The fact that they moved them to LA still just makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I mean, the Chargers, same thing.
Yeah, the same thing. Why? Why are you there? All right, no one cares about the Chargers. No one cares about the Clippers. And so we're talking about the biggest who's your daddy in sports history.
Ooh.
It has to be the Lakers over the Clippers. All right, the Clippers,
That's
zero
true.
championship titles ever. Lakers have 18 or 17, whatever one. I think it's 17 or 18 because the Celtics just pulled ahead of them. All right. In their all-time head-to-head, the Lakers are 156 and 87 against the Clippers. Okay, and that is with the Clippers in the last 25 years being good. They're only 51 and 47 against them since 2000. All right, so that means since their inception until Chris Paul got there, they were 40 and 105 against the Lakers.
It's not
All
good.
right, 40 and 105.
Daddy?
You never see a Clippers fan.
Daddy.
I can't believe that they still have a team. No, they're trying to do their own thing and become their own brand with the
give them
Intuit
credit.
Dome
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything like that.
They're doing dope stuff.
Yeah, but still,
like,
they don't
nobody
have a fan
cares about the
base.
team that's playing.
They're trying to get a fan base. It's the same thing with, like you said, all LA sports. The Dodgers and Angels, the Cardinals. I mean, sorry, the Chargers and the Rams. No one gives a fuck. But the biggest
the
one,
Clippers move in there and they're like, yeah, well, LA historically does not really have a proud basketball tradition. So there's just fans waiting for us,
Yeah.
right?
The market is right for
For
him.
God's sake.
Yeah, I mean, it was just having a 30% winning percentage until Chris Paul shows up for your history is just abysmal and sad.
It's not good.
All right, so we'll see
Very
if they can
sad.
change it around. But the biggest who's your daddy is the Lakers over the Clippers.
Bring Daddy home. What do you got?
Boys, I'm kind of surprised that Joey didn't go with this because he literally quoted this guy as we were introducing this. I still own you. Aaron Rodgers over the Bears, 25 and 5. As much as we talk shit about who Aaron Rodgers is,
give him credit.
That man has a special level of hatred in his heart just for the Bears, for their team, for their franchise, for their fan base, and I think the entire city of Chicago. Like that man has so much hate in his heart just for the Bears that I think it might encompass all of Illinois. And he takes it out on the Bears every single time. Even when he has a shitty season, he will walk in and play the Bears like it's the Super Bowl and just beat them senseless.
True.
I got to say, as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I respect that level of hate.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Guys, I'm gonna go college football. We haven't talked about college football in a while, guys.
Okay.
Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State from 1904 to now.
Okay.
Now.
Couple years.
The Sooners are 91 and 20 against Oklahoma State. That's not good. They from 1946 to 64, OU won by an average of 25 points. 20 years average. 25 years of debauchery.
Boys.
Oklahoma
That's an ass
State.
whooping.
That's
sad. But does that? I wonder if they still
120
got their
plus
dicks-
years.
I wonder if they still got their dicks kicked when they had Barry Sanders there. I mean, like that's incredible. I wonder if they still lost that game.
They went to there was a 19-game winning streak. 20 years of Sooner dominance over the poor
That's
Oklahoma
insane.
State. So
It's not like they're a
incredible.
small program either. Oklahoma State's a pretty
no,
big-
they're a fairly large. They've had good teams. They've played well,
They have.
but
Yeah.
100 years of 1904, guys.
Don't they call that Bedlam?
Multi-generational ass
Multiple.
whooping.
How did a name like as badass as Bedlam come from an ass kickery like that? That's not a rivalry. That's just sad.
Most of the Bedlam was on one side of the aisle.
The Titanic wasn't even built or sunk or existed yet. Like that's when this all started. So Oklahoma daddy kicking ass. Joey, number 2.5, you son of a bitch.
That's right.
Yeah, you suck.
Okay. So the reason I didn't pick this as my top is because this team at least has won a championship before.
Okay.
But coming back to another city where there's two teams. Okay, one team has 2 World Series. The other team has 27. All right, so that's pretty tough.
Oh, the
27 to
Mets.
2. You like in New York, the fans are called Mets and Jets fans, and then you have the Yankees and Giants. Mets and Jets fans, what's the matter with you?
They must
if you had
hate
the
life.
option. If you had the option of those,
Yeah, it's still your home team. You could,
yeah.
You had the option.
You had the option. It's still the city. It's like I understand you live in Queens, but you had the option to choose it. One team has 4 Super Bowls and one has 1. One team has 27 World Series. The other team has 2. All right. So yes, the Yankees are always the big, like the daddy. Now, the thing I say about this is that you don't ever see Clippers fans. You see a lot of Mets fans.
You do.
And
you
the Mets have been historically good. All right. They've just lost. All right. And so when you come into this more of just like the who's your daddy with this, you got Roger Clemens and Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza being the player for the Mets, like their standout. What does Clemens do? Beat him in the head. It's just knock his ass
That's
out.
true.
All right. The next time it comes up there, he throws him in tight, saws it off. The back comes back to Clemens. What does Clemens do? Throws it at him. It's just like, I'm here. I'm going to be your bully forever.
I'm your daddy.
There's nothing you can do.
daddy.
There's nothing you could do, Mets. You're never going to touch us. And it's sad but true.
So Joey went with the inner city,
City, yeah. Oh yeah.
like cultural, just irrelevant. Wow.
Yeah. You know how much Cubs fans are pissed right now because the Pope rocked a White Sox hat?
That's true.
Inner city rivalries run deep.
I was curious if either one of you were going to pick up on this as like a really unique take on this one, and it's going to make Joey and I sad, and Cody doesn't care. Fellas, let's talk about a head coach dominating a single team. Pete DeBeer.
Oh, DeBoer?
Oh, is it DeBoer?
Keeping it.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, he has been the head coach of the team to knock out the Avs 4 times in the last 6 years.
Peter DeBoer.
That hurts.
He was the head coach of the San Jose Sharks in 2019, the Vegas Golden Knights in 21, and the Dallas Stars of 2024 and 2025. So 4 times in the last 6 years, he has coached the team that knocks out the Avs. The Avs just cannot get past his defense. So depressing. And
thanks for
and a
this
level of
record
dominance.
scratching that.
And that's the wild thing.
Nice.
He got fired from each of those teams.
He got fired
a
just
few weeks ago.
recently. Yes. After going to
fired again.
Going to game 7 again of the Western Conference Finals, he gets fired. I mean, the guy went to the Western Conference Finals 3 years in a row and gets fired. Yeah, he is the Avs kryptonite.
He is their kryptonite. Ben Norris just cannot get over the hump.
Go to the Eastern Conference, Pete. We don't need you. We don't need you over here. Stay out of here.
Yeah, then all of a sudden the Avs make it to the Stanley Cup Finals and go up against him, coaching
in the game 7.
coaching the Devils, I'm sure.
Yeah. Shit.
I will bring the rear boys like always.
Attaboy.
All right.
Notre Dame and Navy, guys.
That is an ass whooping. Yeah.
Do you how's 43 straight years of ass kicking?
Yeah.
God.
That's daddy. That's little
Navy has had
grandpa.
a couple of times recently where they've been like favored or like it's a pick 'em.
Yeah.
From
Just to still get their
1963
ass
to
kicked.
2006, Navy could not buy one. Was sucking on the teat of Notre Dame.
Oh, the teat.
I remember when they beat them in 2006. That was crazy.
And on average for that 43 years was 22 points. They were kicking their ass. That is grandpa, daddy. Just ass kicking. There's nothing much to it.
It's sad. I mean, but why are they playing them? I mean, I know it's an old rivalry. It's been around forever, but I mean, it's just not fair. I mean, I know the Navy's been put together a really good couple of seasons, and they've been ranked lately.
Yeah, but
and
they
they've been playing
still
well,
have to field a team full of dudes willing to not go pro and go into the Navy.
Yeah,
That's true too.
well, they did get Roger Stahl back. He went to Vietnam and then came back. That's real. He
was a hell of a
did
pull
his
there.
tours and
Hell
then
of a
came
pull.
back. Yeah.
Way to
Guys,
go.
43 years. I'm 30. That would be starting now. I am 73 when I celebrate the first win of Navy.
Oh God.
Is that weird or is that weird? Joey's dead by now. Chris is
absolutely.
Chris is deaf, and I'm just carrying him around.
Addict.
Yeah, that's true.
It starts with today's the day.
Tomorrow's day one, boys.
Damn, guys. Also had says I'll do a halvesy real quick. The Lakers in the '60s to the Celtics met in the finals a shit ton of times.
God.
Lakers won, Celtics
won.
over the Lakers. Yeah, won 6 titles in like 10, 11 years.
That's rough.
With Elgin Baylor and Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain. Still the Celtics, guys.
I'll do a halvesy.
Oh, you got a halvesy?
I'm gonna make Joey sad again. When I hear the term like "who's your daddy," it's not necessarily prolonged.
Okay.
But like, how many dudes can say that they're undefeated against Tom Brady? How many dudes can say that they're undefeated against Tom Brady and their one and only opportunity was to knock his ass off the pedestal of another Super Bowl ring? Nick Foles, you nailed it, Joe.
Big Daddy. Big Daddy.
Tom Brady's daddy. Only
Nick.
winning once, but that's all you needed. You stepped in the Super Bowl and got the job done.
Big Dick Nick.
He's got himself a statue.
A statue
For one game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Backup quarterback.
Well, remember, Juice Junkies, you can listen to the show on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please follow and rate the show and leave us a review through Apple. We encourage you to follow the podcast, follow the YouTube and Spotify channels, push those subscribe buttons, be a friend, tell a friend about the podcast, join our Juice Junkie community, send in your takes. Love to have you. Cody, back to you.
That just about does it for us. We got an MLB stat of the day, fellas.
Okay.
Rodgers Chapman. He's like 37 now. Did you know that?
I feel he's older than that.
He's like 38, 37. Still fireball. And if you don't know him,
ancient.
Probably the best closers of all time. He averages 100-mile-an-hour fastball at this age still.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the history of Major League Baseball, and when did that start, Joe?
Civil War.
Civil War, one of our favorite stats to always pull. That's when MLB started. Aroldis Chapman has X percentage of 103-mile-an-hour fastballs ever recorded in baseball history. What percentage does he hold?
Oh my! This is a beautiful stat. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna get it wrong, but I love that this is out there.
That's all that matters. 103 miles an hour off the hand. What percentage of the market does Chapman have?
I'm gonna go like 10%.
Okay.
Okay, because I know like
Basing that on nothing.
Nolan Ryan threw a lot.
I love the rationale.
Yeah, based on nothing. Nolan Ryan threw a lot. Randy Johnson threw a lot, and they were both starters, not closers.
Yeah, but it's not 103 plus. It's just 103 on the nose.
I thought you said over 100 miles.
Or 103 is the minimum. Yeah, so it could be.
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
then.
I'd like to
Okay.
change mine to 11% then.
Yeah, I'm gonna
note
go
that.
for that.
At a 1.
43%.
Damn, Joe. That was really close. 48%.
Oh my God.
48%
That's
of all
incredible.
Yeah.
103 plus mile an hour fastballs has been recorded. So half of the fireballs that have ever been thrown was
Wow.
Chapman out of that
I said
arm.
100,
What
but
a
103.
monster.
There's not very many who have ever been able to throw 103. So,
And he does it fairly consistently.
consistently.
For a
He had
long
one-
period of time.
He had one that the PTV picked up at like 107. And I don't know if that was actually confirmed or not, but that is.
I
just-
literally saw a video
Yeah.
today of like a camera from behind the plate of him throwing a 102-mile-an-hour sinker. Most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
And he's 38. I mean,
Yeah.
oh
That
my
is-
gosh.
That is
Still just
crazy.
bringing heat.
We're not bringing
Keeps
heat.
hucking it. Just
No, we're-
keeps hucking it.
Damn it. Joe, you didn't give me an ending. What the hell? You didn't give me a word that I could hook on an ending.
He
That's
just
on you.
keeps he's awesome.
There it is.
That's
Do something
no.
with that.
Okay, I don't- I don't
Damn
know.
it.
Okay.
Joe, we're doing it for 2 years. You always throw me a line to end the show. No, that's it. No, get these people out here. They don't want to hear this shit while we figure out an
Way to
ending.
go. Yeah, let's blame Joey for the fact that you're unprepared.
Okay. That's our show.
I have to do one thing and just show up, all right? I did
He's
that.
the
I came
talent.
prepared.
Okay, we've established that.
He is. Episode 92 in the books. Chris and I had a lovely time golfing. We had Fireball. We had a his and hers size Fireball. I'll get that posted. It was lovely, Joey. We missed you. Maybe you could bless us with your presence at some point.
One of these weeks.
I'll be up when the fams
hop off
in
of
Disney.
Goat Shit Island and come up for a weekend.
Everyone say a prayer for Joey in his lungs and his nose. Hopefully not too much poop goes up there. We'll see you next week. Bye.